Just do it like this. So like my main problem with Death Dance is that it's so expensive, and it builds a Vamp Scepter. I hate building Vamp Scepters on Zed. It was like the most painful thing when, back in the day, I'll take you way back, 4 years ago, when I was playing Zed for the first time, and everyone was building Bork. The worst part about building Bork was going Longsword into Vamp Scepter. It was very annoying to build it like that, because you don't really lifesteal that much. Like, you don't auto attack to get much lifesteal, and the HP you get isn't really that high. And here we have another item that's lifesteal. That's a Vamp Scepter. And the completed version is basically lifesteal and survivability, which isn't bad. And the cooldown reduction is really nice, and the AD is of course really good. And overall, the effect in like mid late game is super good. But I just like having this item first instead of like Bork or Yomos or anything like that feels really weird, because it costs 3,500 gold. Compare that to the 2,900 Yomos. Like, that's 600. That's really significant. So I'm uncertain, because as it feels right now, it feels like lethality is completely dead on Zed. So I've heard people say like Bork Cleaver is really good, which is what I'm gonna start experimenting with a little bit more because it feels better. But I don't know. I think Bork Cleaver Death Stance is probably much more of a core build than Yoma's Duskblade, because Duskblade is dead against tanks. Yoma's is dead against tanks. And tanks is basically every game. This was an exception game. But when was the last time you saw a game without Galio and Zac, or Sejuani, or any of the new mega tanks? And your lethality, like, when they build armor, you're basically just taking away a little bit of their armor. And because it's lethality, it's even less than before. And I don't know, I feel like maybe you should be doing like Fervor, Bork, Cleaver for the fast shred. And it's crazy that Cleaver has been nerfed this much and we're still building it because it's the only thing you can use, basically. Like, I think Siler said that Cleaver is like a dead item because it got nerf after nerf after nerf, but now lethality is getting nerf after nerf after nerf. And not just direct nerf, but the indirect nerfs of how the game changes. So it's really difficult to know what to build right now. I think since Doran's Shield is kind of busted right now, I think Doran's Shield into 2 potions, then get refillable, and then build into a Cutlass is good. I think Cutlass into Cleaver, into Bork, into Death Stance is my new go-to build. But it really sucks not having Yomas, because I really like the Moment Speed Burst. And I don't know, like you'll absolutely do. You'll never have an opportunity where you're like, I don't have enough CDR. And if you don't, well, Maw is still a good starting item. I think starting Maw and even completing Maw as your first item isn't bad at all, because you get the 10% CDR, and then you can go straight into Death Stance, which means you get 20%, and you have some survivability against AP, and you have like generic survivability. And if you go that in Cleaver, you get 40%. So the CDR isn't the problem. It's just like, they really don't know how to handle lethality, I feel like. Because Duskblade needs another lethality item. Yomu's in itself, it's fine, but there are better options. And considering basically everyone builds armor right now, and everyone builds Doran Shield and Ninja Tabi and everything, it's not necessarily completely dead, but it's damn near close at this point. And I just don't know what I want to try out in the future, but this build is stylish. Death Stance, Black Cleaver, Hydra, Bork, Phantom Dancer, Last Whisper. Yeah, I kind of want to experiment with Phantom Dancer as well. It feels like it could work out quite fine, but I don't know. It's a weird time right now for Zed specifically. I mean, Riven has a great time right now. Death Stance is so freaking great on Riven. Cleaver Death Stance is such a nice build. But on Zed, dude, I'm lost. Ghostblade, Duskblade, you can easily counter with just Tabbies. I mean, that might be a little bit hyperbolic of me. I'm sorry, I didn't mean that Tabi's remove everything of it, but you're basically negating the entirety of Yomos when you build, like, the arm penetration of Yomos at level 18 when you build Ninja Tabi. Like, that is huge when you think about it. You remove all of the lethality at the best point of the lethality, like when you actually get the full value of it, by just building Ninja Tabi. Or even like a cloth armor removes all of it. That's insane. Considering you also build it earlier, you're basically removing more than all of it. So you remove, if they have from masteries and runes, you're removing more of that with just a cloth armor. So, I don't know. It's a strange time. I'll get back to you exactly on what I want to build, but for now, I am uncertain. Rather uncertain.